Hello everybody, it's your baby boomer Kitty Lane from the Peninsula in Virginia, back with another Create and Relate. I feel like I finally got my voice back. I still have a little coughing. For the past couple of days I've been dealing with this really bad headache. Yesterday I was up and I kept trying to crochet and I just wasn't really getting anything accomplished. So I kind of sat back in the chair and went to sleep. And then I got up and got in my bed and went to sleep. And then I got up and sat in the chair earlier and went to sleep and got back in my bed and went back to sleep. So I have officially been up maybe a couple of hours. And I was able to finish this off, dishcloth. I did this one. And I finished these two off. Nope, I did these two and finished this one off. So I finished off two and I completed two. So I don't have any cotton close to me right now, so I decided to jump back on this Cooper blanket that I was working on, and I'm loving the way it's turning out. I'm doing whatever I want to do with these corners. I am, but it's like crazy colors. You can see the pattern and you can see the colorway, and it's just like, it's kind of like playing Twister with a Cooper blanket. I still have to watch how I laugh because it'll lead me into a coughing frenzy. I got all the way down to the last color on the blanket I was designing. Now, according to, I don't know here it is. I'm gonna try to see where we are right now. There it is, YouTube. No, stop. Okay. Sorry. Okay. View channel. Community. Okay, as of right now, it looks like the name of the project is going to be Block Party. Yay! So I got all the way down to the last color of Block Party, and at 83%, I think that's going to be the name. And this is the last color that I'm adding, which is aqua. I've done the teal. The aqua is going to finish off. I can show you. It's so close to done. I have like 4 rounds left. It's just that I did not have it in me to crochet yesterday, or it would have been done yesterday. But this is where we are. See our houses? Oh, that's the wrong side. Same thing. Same thing both sides, okay. I just have to weave in my ends. But we have our street. We have our grass lined street and sidewalk. We have the grass in our yard. We have the blend going up to the sky. And then of course we're going to have the sky. My houses are not going to have chimneys. We have 4 houses on each side of the block. I did sew in the ends on this side. So I've kind of been sewing as I go. I do this little pattern thing where I do around, sew in, so weave in 3 ends, do around, weave in 3 ends. So I'm not doing it all at the same time, but I'm not leaving a whole lot either. So this is where we are. So yeah, I think it's going to be really cute. But I'll give you all the dimensions and everything once I'm done. I do know that you would need I have 6 colors. I have 7 colors. My main color was this color, and then you need 6 other colors. Of those, your first color, which for me was my medium green, I used 2 skeins. My dark green, I used 1 skein. The gray, 1 skein. The aqua, 1 skein. The sky blue, 1 skein. And the white, 1 skein. So it doesn't take a whole lot. It's not a yarn eater, but it is a beautiful picture producer. And this is done in half double nope, it is done in double crochet and single crochet on the ends. And it might even take 2 skeins of the white, because I'm going to border it in white. So yeah, I can't wait to go ahead and throw it in the wash and flatten all of that out, because it looks almost like I've Tunisian crocheted it. It's all rolling forward, but it's kind of the way that I work on things. And it is single crochet. Single crochet takes on the form of however you hold it more than any other stitch. I guess because it's so compact. It's nice to be back with you guys. I do have like the best announcement for this evening, and that is to thank you for 280 subscribers. 280 subscribers. That is awesome. You guys are amazing. You guys are phenomenal. And oh my goodness, when I looked at it today and I saw it, I was like, wait, what? That means we have 220 to go to reach that 500 mark. And I think total viewing hours is like over 12,000 if I'm not mistaken. So yay. Like I said, I am working on the tutorial for that. The tutorial will be out way before the pattern. I'm telling you that now. I really have to reach out to some people for help with writing the pattern. I just want to make sure I'm not falling into that category of lazy. You know, and what it is, it's a lot of repetition, and I don't want to shortchange anybody in writing the pattern. But if it is repetition, then I need to learn how to copy and paste a lot. But I can't, because certain things are going to change every round. You know, like when it comes to the houses, that's going to change a lot. It's going to change each round. So yeah, but like I said, I'm working on it, and I'm having fun with it. It's going on 9 o'clock. I do hope to have it finished tonight. I was just kind of piddling around with this one because I needed something to do. I needed to know that I could crochet today. And you see that I did the washcloths. sides, and I did put this blue edge on here. So I don't think that's bad for about, well, going on 3 hours now. You know, it takes a little less than an hour to make a washcloth. So, you know, and in that time I did go make my coffee. And it's still piping hot. So that is what I'm going to be working on this evening. I did pop in a few lives yesterday. I missed a very important live today. Mama C, I'm sorry. I was asleep. I was knocked out. But sometimes we need to do that. Not only do our bodies need breaks, but our minds need breaks as well. And with everything that had been going on over the past couple of months, you know, and then it going into, it's like we're jumping out. I'm jumping out of one cloudy cloud into a pretty cloud, but it's still cloudy. And then into another cloudy cloud. And then that cloud starts to dissipate, but it's leaving me with an overcast. And then you got Thanksgiving coming up right after that, and then the following week, less than a week, is my birthday. Yeah. And less than 2 weeks after that is my daughter's birthday, and then a week and a half after that is Christmas, and then a week after that is New Year's. So it's like a lot going on right now, and my mind is like, oh, you know. And then if you look at it in the scope of hours, it's like, okay, I have the hours to do this. And then my body says, no, chick, because we about to lay it down. And you lay down for, you think, a few hours, and it ends up being 8 hours, and you're like, oh my God, I just lost 4 or 5 hours. And then you sit there for an hour trying to figure out how you're going to compact all of this into the little time you have. And now you got to compact it even more. So that's what makes the head hurt. So I recently had to explain my grade to my kids. So this right here is my oldest daughter. That's her patch. That was my first patch of gray. Then the little speckle amounts, like one here, you know, like little all over. That was my son. That he was all over the place, and he left his mark all over my head. This was my youngest daughter. Yeah. Man, this beautiful white patch up in here, it was one little mark, one little line right across here at first. That was my granddaughter. She was born with some medical issues. Before she was 6 months old, she had like a really major surgery. And I spent a lot of nights at the hospital. I would go home enough to shower and change clothes and come back to the hospital and sit and stay. I spent days and nights, and it was so bad that while she was in NICU, I actually had a heart attack at the hospital. We were in CHKD, Children's Hospital of the King's Daughters, and my baby was up on the 6th floor, and she had just had surgery, and I was walking her around the floor, and when I got back to just outside her room, I was sweating profusely. I couldn't catch my breath. I felt like Everything inside my body was on fire. And I asked the nurse, please take my baby, take my baby. And she took my granddaughter, and I was shaking, and they checked my blood pressure, and my blood pressure had started plummeting. And they were like, hey, you know, I had a really, really, really rapid, I mean, like, I was in tachycardia like you would not believe. My heart was beating so fast. So they got me downstairs. Mind you, I'm in CHKD, Children's Hospital of the King's Daughters. I'm in a kiddie hospital. They got me downstairs, and they're like, we're not equipped to handle this. For little people, yes. But fortunately, the hospital I needed to be in was right next door and attached to CHKD. So they wheeled me next door and got me the help that I needed. So I'm grateful for that. Now, the rest of this, y'all have seen him. I call him Minion number 2, Thing number 2, my little yellow booger, my little twin, because he just like his grandma, and that's Pete. Pete worries the out of me. Y'all, when I tell you, that little boy, and then he does this when you catch him. Ninja, 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 woo-saw. And I know you saw the short where I told you most of the time he's like this. Not a joke. Most of the time his head is right here. His left arm is across here, and his right arm is behind me. And then he'll raise his head up and kiss me on the cheek. And if I don't kiss him back, he will take his left hand and turn my head around until I kiss him back. Yep. Continuing to watch their growing journey is definitely going to be eventful. Definitely eventful. Because I'm loving watching the growth now. I am. It's just amazing watching them grow. But that was basically what I had to share with you all. I am going to get back on the crocheting. This is going to be my week of finishing things up and getting things sent, hopefully, to where they need to be. And trying to, I'm going to repack a lot of stuff. A lot of the yarn that I have, I'm repacking it. Not only for the purpose of allowing it to breathe, because I got everything in airtight containers. I can't deal with bugs, y'all. I can't. My yarn on my shelf, I'm constantly moving it around because I don't want anything to think that it can get up in there and nest. My heart can't take it. I can't. And I'm a country girl. I don't know if I told y'all about my tobacco. Let me tell you about my tobacco story. So, my uncle, my grandfather's brother, grew tobacco. And every summer he tried to get me to come out there in the tobacco field and make a little extra money. So one summer, I decided, okay, Uncle Ernest, I'm going to go out here with you. I am. Just show me what to do. All I had to do was pull tobacco off the stalks. That's all I had to do. He was going to show me another part of it the next day, and then another part. But I just had to make it through the first day. Okay? Sounds simple enough. I'm going out here just to tear off tobacco leaves. So I go out to the field, and he puts me on the row closest to the barn. You know, and the road looks like it's forever. It's hot as Hades out there. And I never have been a person who really likes a lot of heat. But I'm telling myself, you know, the quicker I get this over with, because we started like 5:30 in the morning, the quicker I can go home and take a shower and go to the swimming pool. So I'm you know, keeping that in mind. That's my incentive. That's my focus. That's how I'm moving. Y'all, I have been out there all of, I'll say 30 to 45 minutes. Not even a whole hour. And when I pull this one leaf, this green thing gets on me. Looked like a caterpillar, the part of it that I saw. Okay, it's caterpillar. Knock it off and keep it moving. Well, I was bent over when it got on me, right? So I stood up, which made my shirt straighten out, and this caterpillar had a horn on it. Now, I'm not generally a long distance runner, but my fat wobbly hind parts ran all 3.5 miles home that day, non-stop, none to the stop. When I got home, I took a bath, I took a shower, I took a shower, I took a bath. Went in the kitchen and made me a big glass. So we had these tall blue tumblers, 32-ounce tumblers. I made me a tall 32-ounce tumbler full of lemonade, fresh squeezed lemonade. And I was sitting out on the front porch. Used to do a lot of crossword puzzles and go through a lot of magazines and create my wish list, folding pages and writing down what I wanted. This was going to be a good year because I was going to work in the tobacco field. I was going to make me some extra money. But my uncle came to the house. He walked past me, sitting on the front porch. Goes back to the kitchen where my grandmother is, mind you. I'm named after my grandmother. So he goes back in the kitchen with my grandma, and he's like, Catherine, I don't know what's wrong with the baby. Mind you, I'm a country girl. All of us got that southern drawl. We do. So she said, Ernest, all I know is when the baby came home, she said something about a caterpillar with horns. She went in the bathroom and stayed in there for 2 hours. She came in here and fixed her drink and went out on the porch. And she's been out there ever since. She didn't even ask to go swimming today. My uncle came out on the porch and he said, baby. And I said, yes. He said, it was just a tobacco worm, baby. It wasn't going to hurt you. And I said, Uncle Ernest, I love you and I respect you. But I'm not coming back out there to your field or nobody else's tobacco field. I'm not doing it. There are certain things that look like they're supposed to be here on this earth, and a tobacco worm, you called it, does not look like one of them. So I can't share a space with that. I can't. Don't bring no tobacco leaves to the house. Don't talk to me about curing them and smoke and drying them, and we don't have to have that discussion. I want this to be the last discussion we have about tobacco. I love you. And next year when I get my license, I'll be happy to drive a cab for you. But I'm not working in your tobacco field or anybody else's. Now, mind you, I'm from Wilson, North Carolina. Wilson, North Carolina is home of WGTM because Wilson is known as the world's greatest tobacco market. I watched all my friends work in the tobacco fields and I didn't do it. Nope. Not because I was too cute, not because I was too fancy, but I had an aunt who told me a long time ago, if it hurts you, it's not your friend. That tobacco worm hurt my feelings. And he looked like he could hurt even more. That's like putting me on the track telling me a train is not coming when I hear it. And telling me to stand there. No. No. And no some more. It's not gonna happen. But I miss North Carolina. I do. I really, really, really do. You ever go back to a point in your life and wonder, compare your life now to your life then and wonder how different you would have been? Because when I was back home in Carolina, I walked everywhere until I had my first child. Then my grandmother wanted me to drive everywhere. I still did a lot of walking, but not quite as much because of course it would take longer to get there with the baby. But I look at my lack of mobility now and I wonder, would it be happening now or would it be later? I had a job lined up for me when I came to Virginia in '84. I was supposed to be here for a year and then go back. But my grandmother passed in that time. And my mom and aunt got rid of the house. So I wonder if I still would have been on that job. Would I still be a cabinet maker? Because the job was with Carolina Cabinet Making. And I wonder about those things. I do. I played softball, pro high school. I was like active. I didn't become a lot of sedentary until I got here. Yeah. But I am grateful and blessed for being here. I am. And I'm happy about that. It's not a complaint. It's just it's not a complaint. It's just a wonder. But everything else aside, the one thing I can say is that all in all, I still love me. Just like I want you to love you. Because you can't give anybody else the love that they deserve if you don't love yourself the way you deserve to be loved. Because it's the greatest love of all. I've enjoyed this session, guys. I hope to see you again on the flip side. Until then, know that I love you. And as always, peace.